Much for staying with us once again and joining us for yet another exciting video and content we are bringing you here on this particular channel, Sports 7GH. It's always a pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very much. In this video, we are going to look at some at least five players that are likely to get the nod to be part of the Blaster squad for the African Cup of Nations, according to several reports and media conversations. Yes, these players I'm going to talk about are likely to get the call up for the African Cup of Nations with the Black Stars, or they should get. In fact, do you get a point? Yeah, some of them they are likely to get, okay, but some of them too I am proposing to the coach, or I'm suggesting to the coach and the technical team that look, these are players who are doing very well and maybe they should be given the chance to prove themselves to the people of Ghana in the African Cup of Nations 2023. So it's going to be a very exciting video. Who are the players we are going to talk about? What form are those players in? Which teams do they play for? How good are they in those positions they play for? We are going to analyze all of those issues and bring you up to speed updates about all of that in this video. Do all to subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell and select all, so that anytime I drop a video, you will be the first person to have the video. If you want to join our WhatsApp group, do all to message me on WhatsApp 0541 67 9305 0541 67 9305. I'll add it to the WhatsApp group, or you can join through the link in the description box, in the description section of this video. You can join the group through that link, and that will be all. Thank you very much for staying with us. So the Black Stars of Ghana will be taking part in the African Cup of Nations 2023 in the Ivory Coast. And it promises to be a very exciting African Cup of Nations, which at least five players are likely to be called for the African Cup of Nations and to be part of the Blaster squad. The first player who is likely to be called, and for him, his renaissance started just a few days ago after playing very well in the game involving Accra Hearts of Oak and Kumasi Asante Kotoko, where Kumasi Asante Kotoko won the game 3-2. In fact, he did very well in the game. Richmond Lamptey is who I'm talking about. After the game, a lot of journalists, a lot of football-loving fans, a lot of Ghanaians are saying that Richmond Lamptey actually deserved to be part of the Blaster squad for the African Cup of Nations. And in fact, veteran journalist Kwabena Yeboah has also revealed that we cannot go to the World African Cup of Nations without this player. Can you imagine that you have Kwabena Yeboah say this thing about you, that we cannot go to the African Cup of Nations without Richmond Lamptey? So Richmond Lamptey is very much likely to be part of the Blaster squad for the African Cup of Nations, not based on that one game. Oh, no. Based on his form throughout the season, as well as last season and the season before last season. The season before last season is when Kumasi Asante Kotoko won the league, and Richmond Lamptey was doing fairly well with Kumasi. In fact, that time he was with Interlice. Yes, he wasn't with Asante Kotoko. The season before last, he was with Interlice. Yeah, I think so. So he's been consistent in the league from Wafa, okay, to Interlice and then to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. He's been doing very well when it comes to the creativity of the team. He holds the key, and that's the reason why a lot of people, including respected journalists Kwabena Yeboah, saying that Richmond Lamptey should be part of the Blaster squad for the African Cup of Nations. So he's the first player likely to be called. So for him, he's likely to be called. Okay, the second player who is likely to be called and should be called is Forsen Amankwa. That is his name, Forsen Amankwa. He plays for Salzburg in Austria. Now, Salzburg plays in the UEFA Champions League. Yes, even though they didn't really do well in the Champions League, but he has been playing in the UEFA Champions League and has been doing very well with Salzburg as an attacking midfielder. Okay, he has scored 2 goals, having 2 assists in the Austria Bundesliga. He has 2 goals and 2 assists as a midfielder, just 20 years old. Now you see, some of these players, somebody like Forsen Amankwa, if you are adding him to the Black Star squad, it is not for him to really to go and compete, but it is for him to adapt to the environment, for him to experience how the AFCON is, and so that going forward he will be the mainstay in the midfield. Now, if you look at the Black Stars midfielder, they are only oldies. Thomas Partey is not likely to come, Baba Idrisu above 25. If you look at Elisha Owusu, somewhere around 24, 25. You see, all this. So if you have somebody who is like that, Forsen Amankwa, just 20 years old, you have to integrate him into the Black Star squad. And if you look at the path he's on and playing for Salzburg is considered as one of the best academies in the world. Playing for Salzburg, playing the UEFA Champions League, doing very well in the league. Obviously, this player should be looked at, and I hope that he gets at least the chance to be in the squad for purposes of future experiences and everything. So Forsen Amankwa of Salzburg is likely to be part of the squad and should be part of the squad. The next player who is likely to be part of the squad is no other player than Bernard Mensah. Now, Bernard Mensah is a fantastic Ghanaian player who plays for Al Ittihad in the Saudi Arabian League. Last month was November. He won the Player of the Month of the league, the Saudi Arabian League. In fact, the league that has Benzema, Kante, all the big names, Cristiano Ronaldo, Sadio Mane, all the big names who have moved to Saudi Arabia during the last summer. Still, a Ghanaian player named Bernard Mensah won the Player of the Month in that particular league. It is not so much of a competitive league, but yes, still, as they say what? Brighter the corner where you are. So where he did bright the corner. So it means we for invite him. And the reason why for him it is likely that he will be called is the fact that Asamoah talked about him some few months ago, that he is a very, very good player and he will be doing very well for the Black Stars. And that is the reason why he's very much likely to get the nod. And you see, he's also on form. Okay, he's been part of the Black Stars some years ago. I think in 2015 or so, he was part of the Black Stars. But then he went out, and it's likely that he will come back again because of the form he's having right now and how good he's been playing. He was in Turkey, Kayserispor, and then moved to Saudi Arabia to get more money in that particular league, and he's doing very, very well. So Bernard Mensah is the third player likely to be called up for the Black Star squad for the African Cup of Nations. The next player who is likely to get a nod and should get a nod is Abdul Momen of Rayo Vallecano. I've consistently said that looks like we have a problem with our central defenders, especially when it comes to fitness. The players, they are not fit at all. Today, Salisu is injured. Today, Daniel Amate is injured. Today, Alexander Jiku is injured. And all these 2 players I'm talking about are our best defenders. So if they are injured, it means that we have a problem. Do you get a point? And this is by far one of our best central defenders in the world, like one of Ghana's best central defenders in the world, because he's playing for Rayo Vallecano in the Spanish La Liga. The other Ghanaian player who is playing in the Spanish La Liga is Joseph Eidu, but then he's injured and cannot be part of the African Cup of Nations. So I expect Abdul Momen of Rayo to be part of the squad and then also to play in the African Cup of Nations. Yes, because he is doing very, very well, and I hope that he gets the nod over there. Patrick Pfeiffer is another player who, since switching nationality from Germany to play for the Black Stars, he hasn't gotten a chance to play for the Black Stars, not at all. Always when you ask the coach during press conferences, he said that he's still monitoring him and he's monitoring his progress in the Bundesliga. Patrick Pfeiffer plays for Augsburg in the Bundesliga. Augsburg are currently 9th on the Bundesliga, so they are not doing bad at all. So if you are calling a player from such a team, then you are not doing the wrong thing at all. So Patrick Pfeiffer, apart from him, in any other player who switched nationality during July 2022, any other player has gotten the chance to play for the Black Stars, but for him, only him who hasn't gotten a chance. So it would be nice that he'll be part, especially like I told you that our central defenders looks like there are a lot of injuries and inconsistencies in the central defenders. So if we get him, it will not be bad at all. The next player is a striker, and he is someone I am expecting to be part of this squad. His name is Joel Fameye. Very surprising name. I'm sure you are surprised, but he is expected to be part of the squad. He plays for Rubin Kazan in Russia. Now, this guy, he's scoring. He's doing very well. Now, in 2015, is it 2015 or no 2017? 2015. Okay, he was called to the Black Stars. Yeah, he got some 6 appearances and scored 2 goals. 2 goals out of 6, but then from then he hasn't been called again. He's played for the Black Stars before. Now, if you go to Rubin Kazan currently, he's played 45 games for them. And you see, when you see 45 games, it doesn't mean that he has started in all the games. Maybe some of them he played 3 minutes, 10 minutes. Okay, good. But then he has scored 14 goals for them. Now, Orenburg in Russia also, he played from 2019 to 2022. He played 84 games for them and he scored 34 goals. That's remarkable. Orenburg, 84 games, 34 goals. Dynamo Brest on loan, he played 76 games, scored 22 goals for them. That is also remarkable. At Asukwa Deportivo around 2015, he played 30 games, scoring 28 goals. So he's doing very well in terms of goals. His numbers are very impressive. And don't forget that he's playing in a very difficult league in Russia. Russian league is not any league. It's a very difficult league. So if he's getting the goals, look, if you check some of these, look at Antoine Semenyo. He has about 2 goals. Okay, so the number of goals here doesn't really matter. What he can offer us when he joined the Black Stars is very important, and we hope that he will also get the nod. So for him, I think that he should get the nod, but it's not likely, but he should get the nod according to my own analysis and everything. I hope it went well for you. Let me know your thoughts, comment, views, opinions in the comment section of this video. Like this video, hit the notification bell and select, or leave your thoughts and comments below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.